Good morning, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. That's the third one. Michael
Yes.
Zuber, one rental at a time, back with his good friend, Mr. Stephen Dow. How are you, sir?
Doing fantastic. And yourself?
I'm doing great, man. You get that marketing thing out of the way so I don't forget.
Yes. Although I work happily for Velocity Mortgage Capital, all the ideas and topics discussed on this channel are that of my own, and let's get it cracking.
So you and I are real estate guys. We play residential and commercial. So I thought we would step back and talk about 2022.
Okay.
I think I'll give you my thoughts and let you go over or under.
Okay. That's a good game.
Want to do that? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say, well, most people think about housing appreciation. So I think housing appreciation in 2021 is going to go down probably around 13 or 14% year on year. So let's call it 14. I'm going to say real estate goes up another 10% next year. Again, single family homes,
Right.
the nation. So don't tell me about your city.
Right.
These are national numbers.
Right.
As reported by, National Association of Realtors. So 1 year from now, 2022, after a 14% increase, we will have 10% next year. What do you got, the over or the under?
I'm going to say under.
Okay. I like it. I like it. Very cool. All right. Another thing that people will follow my channel and understand that the most important metric for me in residential is the affordability index. And what people really don't understand with all these YouTube and crash videos is the missing variable from all these crash videos is the misunderstanding that rising wages actually make housing more affordable. People point at price, people point at interest rate. All of you are missing the third and most important variable, which is wages. Right. So I'm going to say that wages are going to go up 6% next year. Again, nationally speaking, the entire ball of wax. What do you got over, under?
I mean, I would have to say probably over. At the rate that inflation going, that's just my assumption.
Dude, if wages go up over 6%, housing's going over 10%. I'm just telling you, you talked yourself into one wrong answer. Yeah, because again, if wages go up, because what people don't get is when your wages go up $1,000, for example,
right,
and you're buying a house, it's on a payment. So you're not taking that $1,000 raise and putting it all on the house. You're taking a little sliver of it because you have 30 anyways. Wages. That's awesome. So you think wages are going up? I do too. I think that's very true. All right, let's talk about 30-year fixed rate money residential.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we'll call it 3.3. I don't know what it is. It's close. 4%. Again, owner rock, best credit, 4%, 30-year money. What do you got? Over, under?
Over. In 2022?
Yeah, by next year.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it'll be over for.
Yeah. So you think the Fed's in a box, they got to raise rates, the economy's running
hot. I mean, at some point, what else are you going to do? You can't keep kicking the can down the road.
They keep adding printers and just printing this stuff.
Yeah, we'll just print more. We're fine. We'll just, don't worry.
Yeah,
it's transitory.
It's when did transitory balloon into 3 years? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. Let's talk about rent. Right. I just saw some scary ass stats on rent. I think I've talked about them yesterday. Gilbert, Arizona. I wish I owned some stuff. Gilbert, 106% for a 1-bedroom year on year. Can you imagine if you own, like, I have a 10-unit building that's all 1-1s that I bought in the crash last time. If rents went up 106%, my cash on cash would be unfathomably high because again, you get to keep all of that. Great.
You'd have to get a monocle and you'd have like you'd be petting, like
106%. That's crazy. So let's say rent.
Yeah, no,
so I think rent's going to go up 14% again, nationally speaking. Got it. Rent can't keep going up this high. Let's say 8%. You got the over under on rent.
Because again, at some point that you
can't
afford
people
it. That have to rent are going to be able to afford the rent. So what are you going to have to do? So there's going to be that, give and take. So I don't know, some of you landlords are going to have to lower your rent.
It's just going to have to stop going up. I mean, at some point there's just a constraint. So what do you got? 8% rent increase next year. Yay or nay?
Oh, I would have to say by the end of the year, nay,
Yeah.
because I don't know. Yeah.
There's just got to be this upper limit. People are already getting crushed by gas, food,
Right.
clothes, health.
Right.
It's just like, guys, you can't, it's just, there's nothing left. And I lived in a household where we had to make that choice. And what people don't understand is rent's not option one. Food,
Right.
heat.
Right.
Yeah, there's rent's not number one. Landlords, you want to think rent's number one? It's not number one.
No. Food and water, yeah, and heat first, yeah.
Car
Everything
payments, cell phones. I mean, there's just, there's lots of things that jump in front of that. So what else do we got here? We got values, wages, interest rates, rent. I had another one, but it's now escaping me. Oh, cap rates.
Oh,
cap rates. This is commercial talk, folks. Again, cap rates have been collapsing. Again, it's hard to talk national average, but I'm going to say cap rates right now at 4.5. Again, there are some lower, which is frightening.
right.
I'm going to say the average cap rate, which I don't even know if there really is an average cap rate. I'm just going to say they're going up. I'm going to say 5%. What do you think cap rates go up more or less than that next year?
Nationally, I would say, I mean, for my industry's sake, I would say over.
Yeah.
Just to be optimistic.
Yeah. And again, part of that's because of interest rates, right? If interest rates jump, cap rate at some point, there's a cushion, right? Let me just say this, cap rates going below the interest rate doesn't happen because people would, it's risk. It's like zero risk or seemingly zero risk.
Right.
There is that relationship. So in the end, I think 2022 is going to be net good for rentals. Oh, the other thing, that's the one I want to talk about.
Yeah.
What I have started to see is build for rent. I talked about this all year becoming a bigger thing. More and more builders are building for rent. I think right now, builders are taking 7% of their commitment and just giving it to Wall Street via build for rent. So if I said it continues to increase next year and I put the number at 10%,
right,
what would you take the over or under on that? I
mean, at this point, with where rents are going, and I think just the ROI for some of these developers that make better sense to from what we see. I think there was an experiment, DR Horton or something like that did something.
Yeah, I think it was I think it was Horton or Pulte, one of those in Texas.
Right, and they leveraged like a particular community and was able to securitize it and then sell it or something.
Yeah, they made 50% margin. That's freaking amazing.
Versus 20 versus the normal, like
they doubled their money. As a stockholder, you want them to do that, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying. So where they just follow the money. And I believe that's going to go up too, just because, because with less people being able to afford, maybe, I don't know, as far as home prices, with rates going up. And so there's going to be that, the ebb and flow of like, having to then rent and wait out the market, yada, yada, yada. So,
And then lastly, we'll talk about affordability, right? Which is interesting. So affordability is 3 metrics, not 2, not 1. Stop pointing at price charts and saying crash. Stop talking about interest rates going up, causing a 10% market crash. Stop it. There's a third variable called wages. And all of those make up affordability. I think affordability nationwide is down from last year. I think it continues to go down, but not nearly as fast. I don't know what the national affordability is. Let's call it 45. I think it goes down, but maybe it doesn't go down as fast as everybody thinks, because I think wages, per our early example, go up quite a bit.
Right. And so there's going to be that like little bit of that window, like you said, it's not going to tank. People are still going to be able to afford, even if rates kind of go up. And typically people adjust as far as, budgeting if they really want to buy that, house, just because they're always thinking, no, I make enough money. So I don't know. That's just coming from a consumer,
of course. Your experience. So, exactly. So I don't know. I think 2022 goes down as a pretty good year. It doesn't go down as a great year. Certainly doesn't go down as a bad year. No crash. But that's what I'm thinking about 2022. Any closing thoughts on this?
No, just that, again, thanks for allowing me to be on the channel. Very thankful for being part of the One Rental at a Time, family. And other than that, man, thanks for everything as well. And hopefully you have a good rest of the day.
I will. Thanks, brother. Take care of yourself.
You too.